Hi, welcome to the Eastern and Western Cookery. Today we will cover another chapter. We're going to explore about stock canned soup. So before we go any further, you need to know about the fundamental or the basic things before we go to the stock and sauces. So what are the fundamentals that you're going to explore today? You are going to learn about roux. So what is roux? Roux is actually a thickening agent, which is to thicken your stocks and soups. So let's dig in. First of all, you need the butter and flour, wheat flour. So basically, the roux is actually a thickening agent with combination of these two with the ratio of 1 to 1. So if let's say you want to do a 1 kilo butter, you need 1 kilo of wheat flour. So it's very easy actually, but you really need to focus on while doing this because you don't want to get your butter burned, because butter can easily get burned when you are heating it up. Okay, let it melt. It is recommended for you to cut your butter into cubes so it can easily to melt while you are heating it up. All right. Okay. Once it's melts, and then you put the butter, and then you stir. You need to stir vigorously, all right, until everything is well blended, all right? What is the good quality of roux is when everything once is mixed up, your starch start to granules and to become like this. So roux is actually divided into 3 types. The first one is white roux. The second one is blonde roux, and the third one is brown roux. So what are the difference between these 3? So it's actually the color and also the flavor that will impart into the products that you using each of them. All right. All right. After a few minutes, you can see that your white roux is actually ready, which is going to be look like this. Right, I'm going to put here. All right. So what is blonde roux? Blonde roux is a little bit darker than white roux, which is you need to let it sit inside your pan and over the heat for longer time until it's getting darker than the white roux. So all you have to do while doing this is actually to make sure that you are stirring up vigorously in order to avoid it to get burned. All right, it's very easy to get burned. The tips of doing roux is actually, if you feel that the pan is too hot, all you have to do is just remove it from your stove and then you stir it well. Once everything is well stirred, you put it back on top of the stove. If you can smell now, it's actually the nutty smells start to you can start to smell it. Okay, why the reason of having these three types of roux is actually depends on the products that you want to make. The first one, if let's say you are making bechamel sauce, definitely you need the white color. So we avoid that dark color of roux to, to ruin your end product. That's why we have that kind of white roux to do something that, related to the food that you are going to make. In terms of the color. So for if let's say you want to make a brown sauce, definitely the brown roux will be the most appropriate to use. Right. As you can see here, the color is getting dark, which is good. All right, here you go. Now we have the blonde roux. You can see the difference in terms of the color between the white roux and the blonde roux. So what is brown roux is actually you need to heat it up longer than the blonde roux. All right. So you have to stir vigorously in order to avoid it to get burned. So there's several types. There's a lot of types of thickening agent used in cooking, and of course, roux is one of it, which is applies into Western cooking. But for Asian cooking as well, we do have our own thickener, which is mostly widely used by, for example, for the Chinese, we will use the cornstarch to thicken up their especially sauces, right, and soups. As you can see here, the roux is getting darker and darker, which is good. Just have to sit for a little bit longer over the heat. At this point, you really need to stir it vigorously because if not, it will get burned. All right. And now we are done. If you can see here, the brown roux. So this is three types of roux that which is used in cooking. The first one is white roux, the second one is blonde roux, and the third one is brown roux. So these three types of roux is according to what of the end product that you want to have. All right, so that's it about the roux.